What is up? This is episode number 91 of the Hit Pause podcast. Back at you in person.
Of course.
I'm here with my host. His name
is David. Oh, thank you.
That was on point, man.
We're in person again. Also, 91
dude,
episodes.
Don't give me that in person stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the pause every time, whether or not we're in person.
That
okay?
is true. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the video.
Yeah. I see. You don't want to be like looking back. You'll sound like slow,
Exactly.
but you don't want to look slow. I got you. Okay. My name's Iman. This is the podcast where we talk about YouTube. We're gonna give you some recommendations. We're gonna give you some stuff we've been watching. What's been going on? Mm-hmm. We've taken it's been a longer break than usual from the last season.
That's for sure.
Episode 90 that ended on was a little while ago, but hey, uncertain times. What can you even do?
Yeah. But you knew we'd be back. Oh, that's what counts.
You can take our word. We said we'd be back. Mm-hmm. You can take our
as long
word.
as there's a YouTube rewind in existence, we'll be here.
Oh, YouTube rewind.
That's gonna be episode number 100. Oh, I've already said it.
If that lines up for episode number 100,
it's gonna be a terrible one, though.
I know. It's not even gonna have the content. We'll be like episode 100. Sweet. I've got like 5 minutes of content from this thing because all it's going to be is a compilation. Okay.
Yeah.
I know we called it in the last season, but I'm calling it again.
And even more so because, they're not going to get YouTubers together. It's not like everything's back to normal.
Exactly. Maybe it'll be a compilation of all the fuck ups that YouTube have had over the last year.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Remember when we took down that video? Remember when we canceled that channel?
I think that was good stuff. I think that would be good. Like,
I would like
as a parody, of course.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what.
It's a good intro.
Some YouTuber is, if they're not already planning on making that, is gonna make it. Okay,
I actually think no one's gonna do that.
That will be pretty good. Oh, well, it's on us then.
Yeah, it is on us. But we're not gonna do that.
We'll do a YouTube rewind, but only the YouTube fuck ups from the last year.
Exactly.
And if you think we don't have the content, you are wrong.
Yeah, we're even gonna talk about one in this episode.
That's true. There will be plenty. There will be plenty. Okay, there will be plenty. So okay. So it's been like a few weeks since the last episode.
Yeah.
Man, I've been hitting YouTube hard.
Like 30 hours a week.
Dude, at minimum. Remember, I had 1 week.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, where I hit 70 hours in a week. I looked back on it and I was like, okay. And I looked back on it and I looked at the settings. So by the way, refresh in the YouTube app, if you click on your thumbnail in the top right and press time watched, you can see how many hours of YouTube you've watched, and it gives you the last 7 days.
Exactly. And a nice little bar graph.
It is a nice little bar graph, I gotta say. I wish you could like go more deep and see over the weeks how much I've been watching.
Years worth.
I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna have to start a spreadsheet and just start writing it in myself.
And I want to see if it could put in categories and tell me what I spent the most on.
That would be nice.
Because I know they have that information.
Of course they do. That's how they do recommendations. That's how they do
it. So just give us that information.
And I checked it and I had 70 hours in 7 days. That is... I was amazed. That was ridiculous. I remember I saw my sister once. By the way, shout out to Tamara. She was on one. Do you remember what number episode she was a guest on?
I wish.
Anyway,
the season before,
last season. And she was like, "Oh, you've been watching a lot of YouTube," and I was like, "Nah, not so much."
Yeah.
Go in, check the app. It's like 38 hours or something like that. Like right now at this moment with lockdown and everything. 30 odd hours is not a lot to me. I don't know how it happens.
I still want to know. I feel like I have to be a little Bear Grylls, something in the wild, just have a camera in this apartment and just like, is he watching now? Is he watching now?
I don't think it's going to be interesting content. It's just I'm just sat there. I'm like playing games, watching YouTube.
I was going to ask, how do you watch it? Do you have popcorn or are you just like chilling out?
Okay, so in the last week, last 7 days, I'm hitting around 36 hours. What are you writing on this week?
I only have like 7 hours this week.
Okay. Fair.
We're not judging, right? That's okay.
Look, this is not about judgment. This isn't this is just, hey,
I just want to know how long.
We just want to know
and
how
if you're
long.
checking your hours as we're watching right now.
Oh, actually, I genuinely always want to know. I say this, like I was saying this on a date the other day. Like it's so interesting to me hearing, how much YouTube do you watch and what do you watch? It's so, because David and I have like similar taste, and it's so interesting hearing, what other people are up to. But yeah, comment on the YouTube video, email us, hitpausepodcast@gmail.com. I'm not even, this isn't even like, I want to get some views. Like I genuinely want to know.
He's gonna make a spreadsheet from your comments.
Yeah. And if anybody has like, what's like the max you've hit? What have you got in the last week or whatever?
It's funny you mentioned date. All I could think about was like flashbacks of a scary time when I went on a date and she asked me 5 times, "Do you think I'm attractive?" 5 times.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with YouTube? But I mean, that's a bad date.
It was a bad date.
And what did you say? Yes.
The first time I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, of course." Like, yeah. Then she asked me again. I was like, "Is this? Do you want research?"
Yeah. It's the same thing. It's like, okay. Cool. So, yeah, but now how many hours, though? How many hours do you watch? What's your... Cool. Yeah, but what's this... How many channels do you sub to? Yeah, what do you...
I want to be that
Which channels you got the notifications on for?
But anyway, I have 2 siblings, and like we moved a long time ago. Yeah, but like, what have you been watching recently?
Yeah. Oh, so cool. You moved country. Yeah. But what have you been? What's on the trending in that country? It's like we're not there to talk to you. Like, good to see you, mate.
Your
Not
YouTube
seen you for a long
information.
time. We're just gathering data.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's just how it is,
Oh man, now that's a date.
Yeah. So I've been watching a lot of binging some channels. There is a particular channel which I've been binging in the last week, which we will be getting to. I mean, Cody just gonna say it. We're also this week talking about David Blaine, who did a huge, insane event on YouTube, which was like a very cool thing to see live on YouTube. But we will come to that.
Yeah, because I also have some questions about that as well.
Okay, good. I'm an expert, obviously.
Yeah. You better give me my answers.
I don't know. But first, let's cover off what have we been watching in the last week, or in general in the last few weeks, whatever. It's been a while, but you start us off. What's the first thing?
I always want to be proud of what I've been watching, but I feel like the whole situation has made my viewing habits to kind of match the situation. It's kind of glooming, I would say.
Oh,
less like sporadic entertainment like I used to enjoy. So the first channel is called Abba and Preach. It's actually my brother who recommended them to me, and it's basically it's almost like a commentary channel.
Like they watch a video and like it's what are they? Those 2 people, Abba and Preach, like 2 people. Or what?
I feel like those are their names, but I've watched loads of their videos, but they've never introed themselves to that I know who is who,
right,
or if that's even their names. Right. I'll go with that.
If that is their names, like. God damn,
who's
that's
the
a
preach?
pairing.
I want to know who the preach is.
Like that's a pairing
pairing.
there. That's a good.
But they're really good. But they're actually I would say kind of similar to us in terms of that dynamic. But they don't only cover videos; they cover like news stories and stuff like that. But the popular stuff are videos. So like, if somebody like makes a video about like, why does my boyfriend cheat on me and why do I keep forgiving him? Woo. Great video.
Great.
Will we ever know the answer? We don't care. We don't know you. We don't know the boyfriend. But you're gonna make a video about it. Okay, we'll watch it. And they watch it, and then they just like the commentary obviously digresses and like goes on a tangent. But they are they're comedic. But I'd say a good percentage is that they're actually kind of knowledgeable, just being about being down to earth about real life problems and just saying the whole world is a bit too sensitive. You need to just like let go of some of this stuff and like here's my advice. So they always give a bit of an advice thing. Okay. And that's why I do like to watch.
So it's like a commentary channel that's interesting because it's a commentary channel not focused around just the pure comedy.
Yeah, like laughing at the situation they're looking at.
Which is kind of rare actually.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Okay.
And I shouldn't know how many subs they are, but I think they're like around a 3. Get good view counts, and it's a really good channel. It's like a YouTube Digest kind of channel.
What's the production quality like? Are we talking like Rhett and Link kind of levels, or are we talking like some of those dating channel kind of levels?
I would say it's a hard one to measure quality with this one because it's like camera in a fixed position, kind of like we are right now, and they're just.
I guess it's not a podcast, is it? Well, I mean, that's still okay. Reaction channel,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. It's not a podcast.
I'll give you that.
But yeah, fixed position camera the whole time, just focusing on them. It's very low budget, but like in a YouTube way. Like the camera is great.
Okay.
But that's it. That's all they do. And then when they focus on what they're watching, they give us a little side.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah. Okay,
but it's a great channel.
That's fair.
Especially if you want to just hear people talk about life and like give their thoughts on it.
Okay.
I know some people nowadays like to justify their opinions, but I think it's good to hear because they're kind of different when they get their opinions as well. So it's good to hear how other people see a situation where you are.
Kind of interesting. I mean, I don't even like Abba and Preach. Like you're gonna remember that, right?
Yeah.
That's like
good. That's good duo.
That's a catchy.
Our names wouldn't work like that. It wouldn't
David
sell.
and Iman
Wouldn't sell.
It's not quite as good. You're like David. Like I can get that. I can spell that. Iman is like I want to go to the podcast. You can go to the podcast description. See how you spell exactly. it. Okay. Well, so one of the types of channels that I was binge watching was like kind of lightly jokey, like not super jokey, but kind of informative sort of channels where they talk about knowledge or like talking about some interesting weird historical event. So one of them is this channel, there's a bunch of them, but a couple I want to call out is Quixer, QXIR, Irish guy.
Okay.
Yeah, and he just finds some like, he's very deadpan, Irish accent, obviously, makes jokes and things, but it's all scripted, but it's funny. And we'll just talk about interesting historical events. And also he does this thing where he goes through a Navy SEALs handbook and talks about the tips. Like, okay, but if you're in this situation, do you really need to use a rubber band to like light something on fire? Surely there's a better way of doing this. Like, why would you have a rubber band but like not a match or
something more like
or not a piece of stone or a piece of wood or something? So that there was that one. There was also this channel Let Me Know, who's pretty big. Like Quixer hasn't hit 1 mil yet. He's probably by now he's probably hovering around 500k. But Let Me Know is actually, he's been going a long time, and he's not on camera. Quixer is on camera. Let Me Know is not on camera. He's got quite like an accent. I want to say he's from like Sweden. I think he might be from Sweden, based on the jokes he makes about Norway, because that's just how they do it. But he basically again does very informative videos, but with graphics and things. So he'll do little simple graphics and things to describe what he's talking about. But again, super interesting. But the final one is most definitely not jokey. I actually had to stop watching it because it was making me go a bit weird.
Okay.
But it's very interesting. But okay, so it's a psychologist, he's a psychologist, but behavioral psychologist as well, I think. Not that I think. I know he's at least a behavioral psychologist. I think he's a normal psychologist as well. And what he does is he watches interviews and especially police interrogations of criminals. So they have these cameras in the interrogation rooms where the police are talking to these criminals who, we know in the video they ended up doing some pretty heinous shit. And what he'll do is he'll just watch the video, pause. He lets a lot of it just play, which is nice. He doesn't talk too much, but he'll pause and be like, okay, this is why they're doing it. This is why they're doing this.
Oh, so wait, he's actually giving feedback as to why the investigation is going that way.
Exactly. So firstly, he'll say, here's why the investigator asked that or did that. super interesting. But then he'll also be saying, and this is why the criminal is responding in this way, because they haven't been found out yet, but the way that they say that makes them, it opens them up for this other thing, or they're showing some guilt here, or they're just doing deadpan here. It's super interesting. So let me give an example, right? So these interrogation rooms are always tiny. They're always tiny, and what they'll do is the interrogator will position themselves. So there'll be a desk, there'll be 2 chairs, and the interrogator will position themselves between the criminal and the door. And there's only one door in and out,
that's
right?
That's smart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what they say is this gives it gives a
my key out.
Yes, exactly. Like a subconscious, I'm the only way you can get out of this room. To get out of this room, you have to go through me.
Damn.
Kind of thing.
This whole time, I just thought the government was on a budget with the small rooms, but it's intentional.
Yeah. Okay, so another example, a guy, they'll offer some food, be really nice, like offering, look, okay, I know you haven't, I know you haven't eaten yet, anything you want. You want me to go out and get you some lunch? I can go out and get some, like, what do you like? Chinese,
Chick-fil-A.
whatever. And then he waits until he's like giving him some information. And he goes like, okay, cool. I'm going to go. And then he leaves. And then like the bad cop comes in and the psychologist will, the channel is called JCS Psychology. And by the way, as usual, all these links in the description. Okay. And then he'll pause and be like, this cop has no intention of going and spending his own money to buy this criminal some lunch. There is no way that is happening. And obviously he's right. Like the guy doesn't come back and here's a nice fucking meal, No, that's not happening. But it's all like part of it, and it's fascinating.
I'm actually curious more so because I thought the good cop, bad cop was it's kind of outdone or a trope.
Yeah.
But I guess it
But
still
apparently
works.
not. No. They legit do it. They legit do it. But it's not quite as you think. It's not like super obvious. It's just the good cop will be,
just like how you have that how is it when you want to give bad feedback at work? What's it? The shit sandwich.
Yeah.
There's very different ways of doing it, but it still exists, and you should try to do that.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, but like I said, I had to stop watching this stuff because it was making me go weird. Like, these videos are long, sometimes an hour or more long, and I don't know. It just obviously this isn't somebody stole a magazine off the rack. This is this is like bad people. It's bad people. Bad crimes. It's awful.
How does he get access to the videos? Do you know?
No, it's public domain.
Okay.
So basically, whenever you watch like a cop show or anything like that, if you can see the guy, the guy's face that they're trying to get or they're trying to convict, if you can see their face, they got convicted. Because if they didn't get convicted, you wouldn't be allowed to show their face. So it's kind of like always a spoiler in any show you watch. But I had to stop watching because it was just making me like weird. You're just thinking, wow, this is, God, how did this person like end up like this? How did this lady end up like this? This guy, he was doing one thing and then he's ended up like this. It's just, it's horrible. It's horrible. But also at the same time, super interesting, kind of like the psychology aspect, man, fascinating. Yeah. So yeah, that stuff took up a lot of time a couple weeks back. Obviously they're long videos, so
course,
how it is, but yeah, and what's next on your list for the last couple of weeks?
I don't know why I get into these situations, but I just like watching food videos related to food that I will never make.
It's not just you. Food videos.
Yeah, but there's a
got a quality.
There's a kind. There's like, if I watch Chef Ramsay or Jamie Oliver or Tasty, I'm actually watching it to try and make it myself. But I've been watching a channel called Pick Up Limes, which I think I passed on a couple. It's the one, she does make a lot of vegan meals, a lot of health conscious meals.
Oh wait, I
with the
remember.
amazing setup.
Oh man,
Oh.
I love. Yes,
50 frames
The
a second.
the cinematography on
yeah.
on that
channel.
stuff is tight. It's tight, and yeah, like you said, the 50 frames a second.
Yeah.
She does 50, not 60, not 30, 50, and I tell you, I bet you, well, not bet you, I know it's because she's gonna be filming it with like a DSLR or some. She's filming it with a DSLR, which will get set to. It doesn't do 60 frames. Like, well, it's not doing it at 60 frames. Like the settings aren't quite right, so it's gonna do like 24 or like 50. So I get it, but yeah, the cinematography, it's simple.
Ooh.
She doesn't do anything crazy.
No, it's just everything is a piece of art. Like at the end of the day, she's making food. Like my favorite one is the vegan rice bowl jars.
Why does it need to be in a jar? But I mean, fine.
Yeah, that was my question.
That's
it's very
like the
difficult
hipster stuff, but it looks good,
so
right?
hipster. It's very difficult to fill in and have all the layers with you got your beans there,
dude.
the
Just straight
avocado.
up, just put that shit on the shelf in Whole Foods and sell it for £20 a pop. Like done.
You know
done.
it.
You know people are buying
That's
that.
like Portland, Oregon. It's just like people who go there with their beanie hats going in there like, oh man, I want a rice bowl jar. No, a rice jar. It's not a bowl.
I want a rice jar, man.
Yeah. That'll be $20. Do you want to donate anything to the vegan community?
yeah.
Yeah, another $20. Yeah.
Like, ooh, look at those layers, man.
It's
$20
all about the layers.
It's got like 6 layers, dude. That's like a bargain.
Exactly. It's all about the layers. It just looks so aesthetically pleasing. And obviously, I don't know what it is. She must have like 5 microphones around. She barely raises her voice, but it's almost ASMR.
Yes, I give you that. It's like, it's visual ASMR and like to an extent the sound ASMR as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
good. And again, it's nothing crazy, just some soft focus on some plants. She's shooting like through the plants at her. Beautiful, very,
and the
very
transitions
nice.
as well. It's like she just has to move the camera anywhere in her apartment or kitchen, and it's like, I wanted to see that. Oh, we're back to the food. All right.
Nice. Actually, that reminds me of another channel where a guy just fixes stuff.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the channel name.
Why can't I remember? But isn't it? Yeah, I can't remember the channel.
I'm gonna have to. I'll link it in the description.
We'll say that video. That will be the title of the video in the description.
Will it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll remember
note
that.
to self.
Yeah.
but yeah, again, he just fixes. So a lot of the stuff he fixes is old Zippo lighters.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk. He's always got some captured some like bird sounds and stuff, and just the transitions and just the close-ups.
It's like it goes unnoticed.
I mean, he could just be pull that liquid out of like the plastic bottle. No. I'm going to put it in like a fancy ass jar first. And then it's going to be blue. And then I'm going to pour it from that because it looks nice.
It looks good.
And boy, it looks nice, huh?
I love that attention to detail.
Yeah. No, I would say that channel is like, that's an ASMR channel. I know
beautiful.
they're fixing stuff, but that's what they're going for,
like how a Google like Chromecast has all those mountain backgrounds when it's just giving you a slideshow. It should just be that video.
Yeah.
It's just great.
Okay, so the other one that I wanted to mention today was the news of the week.
I like news.
The Markiplier removal. I don't know. You saw it, I think.
I did. Did you see the tweets as well?
Yes. In fact, I tweeted at him as well about it. But so basically, Critical reacted to a joke video where so it's done like it's real. It's a dash cam, and they're following a van, and a bunch of people wearing animal outfits.
Yeah, and like a SpongeBob outfit as well.
Like a SpongeBob outfit. Is there Mickey Mouse's in there?
Something like that. Very old retro cartoon.
Yeah, like no, these aren't furries or anything. It's just like ridiculous, silly outfits.
Yeah.
They get out and they and they like beat someone up on the floor. It's obviously they're like pretend kicking him.
Yeah.
It's just funny. It's just funny. It's obviously not an assault.
Yeah.
Like it's like 5 random animals with like big Mickey Mouse heads and stuff.
Exactly.
So ridiculous. And he got his video taken down by YouTube. Markiplier, and then he made the point, obviously, Critical,
he's not going to just let that slide.
Yeah, he's going to, yeah. But he
first gets in contact with YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And they stand by it like, no, we witnessed, or
yeah,
it was an automated response. But
okay,
there is violence in this video.
Yeah. So actually, what happened was they took down the video. Then he made a response video saying, they've taken this down. I've appealed it. I am so certain that they are not going to change their mind, that I'm already going to record and post this video before they've even given me an answer. There is no way they're changing their mind. And he was right, obviously.
Okay, I did not know about that.
He was completely correct. But he pointed out, Markiplier reacted to this video like maybe 4 years ago. It was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Markiplier, there was a clip of him reacting to this same video on a You Laugh, You Lose challenge. And Markiplier tweeted and he said, YouTube, I did this video as well, so where's my strike? Which, like, big kind of respect for that.
Yeah, and also the respect of Critical tweeting to YouTube where Markiplier did that. It's not like, hey, I'm going to be a snake and say, hey.
Actually, Critical did say Markiplier did this. He tweeted at YouTube and said, Markiplier also did this video. What the hell? And then Markiplier was like, yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
Where's
do they have
strike?
any relationship at all? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know if they're like they know each other.
Right.
But I would say it seems like mutual respect.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Markiplier,
like, I'm not just gonna call your name out and ruin your life, but I know
he's just being fair because he knows Markiplier would. He would. So yeah, Markiplier's like, where's my strike? And it's so funny. The next tweet is like, there it is. There it is. And does a thing. But in Markiplier's video, he doesn't say, oh, I can't believe that he talked about this. He's like, yeah, he's absolutely right. Why would this happen? Like, he says, I see why this would happen because there is so much posted on YouTube. Apparently, 500 hours posted on YouTube. Every minute, not hour, not day, 500 hours posted every minute. Like, that's insane. So he says, okay, look, I get it. It's obviously difficult to get it all right, but they need to, trust the community more and all this stuff. He makes a lot of very good points, actually. But yeah, it made me, the reason I tweeted at Markiplier is it made me, it reminded me of this old TV show, sketch comedy TV show called Trigger Happy TV. Dude, that shit was so funny. It was like, I want to say 90s or probably early 2000s. And it's just this one guy goes around doing pranks in the street, basically.
Oh, okay.
Like, you might have ever heard of the one where he gets like a massive mobile phone. He goes like somewhere really quiet, like a meditation class. And then he has this ringtone super loud, like that old school Nokia ringtone, and he brings out a massive phone. It's like 4 or 5 feet tall, and he goes, "Hello," like that. Yeah, but all his jokes are hilarious. But he has this one where there's just a gang of squirrels, but it's obviously humans dressed as squirrels.
Yeah.
And they'll go to like the picnic park, and there's like a family on a whole table. Then there's just one guy sat on a table eating his sandwich. The squirrels just come off, drag him down the floor, and like just beat the crap out of him, and then drag him off into the woods. Or they'll jump out their car, like beat someone up. It's like exactly the same joke, and that stuff's still on YouTube. 100K views, or whatever.
So it's like, even if you are going to take it down because, it's better to always be safe. And we said this in multiple episodes, better to take them down than to leave them on and get in more trouble. But it's
like,
not consistent either.
Exactly.
So whatever robot read the first video, why did they read it?
Yeah, now that oh man, it's such a tricky, like, I get it. It's too, they can't possibly handle that much content coming through.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get it. I'm not exactly blaming them. I just, hate the inconsistency when it comes to human review. So
Yeah.
like with Critical's video and Markiplier's, it was reviewed by a human.
Exactly.
You know that, and they say that when they think, because sometimes it's just the algorithm that does it. And it's like, well, okay, you want to be safe. Okay, but like, how safe are we talking? And that, I mean, Belle Delphine's video, for example, that's still up.
I did not feel safe watching that.
I did not feel at all safe. You know, basically, Belle Delphine's video is like, for YouTube, incredibly sexual content, but layered on top of that, it's also got a suicide theme. It's like, what? Like, I mean,
like one barrier
you
than
know,
another.
I know. It's like, okay, well, you know, you can like go, well, okay, you know, I guess she's not naked, so do we, you know, a little wiggle room?
She probably thought that as
maybe.
well. Like, I haven't done enough. I need one more.
I know. I feel like she wants to be taken down because it'd be good press.
It would be good press.
But okay, so yeah, just the situations, the usual kind of, you know, you give us these rules, and you say you enforce them, and you say, you know, we do these human reviews whenever it gets appealed, but it's still not consistent. So we still don't know. I mean, Markiplier made some really good points. He's like, okay, one, trust the community. You know, if they say this is not good, but number two, trust the channels, trust the YouTubers. Like, Markiplier's never had a strike, never. This is his first one, and he's been on YouTube a long time.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
He's like an old school, but okay. So you've got a problem in your video. I'll tell you what. We know, you know, it's borderline, but you know, we just want to be safe. So would you please take it out? Your channel is in good standing. We'll give you a tool just to like remove that part of the video, and then you're all good. No strike. You can keep the video up. Just remove that part. You know what? Hey, okay, maybe I don't agree with you, but you're just trying to be safe. Fine. I'll take it out. Keep my video. All good. All good. But, you know, they don't do that kind of thing, you know?
And the sad thing that I take away from it is just the small YouTubers who can't even get YouTube's response in the first place. They just have to accept it.
Yeah. Yeah. And in some cases, the whole channels get deleted.
Yeah.
You know?
If they didn't have a good sub count, it's like, you know what? They might put that video up again. Let's take the whole thing down.
Yeah. Exactly.
Great job, intern.
Great job. Yeah, intern, yeah. Well, it has to be. Like, how many people are they paying to do this stuff?
Man.
Like...
I love the stubbornness though. Like after
Markiplier's,
they did it, and then they came back later on. Like, oh, actually no, sorry, your video is reinstated.
Your video is not reinstated.
No, it got brought back up.
Markiplier's
and
Criticals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed this piece.
Oh no. Oh, really?
I missed this latest development.
Oh,
I was checking this like last night.
Oh no! I read the
evening.
tweet yesterday evening though. After Markiplier said, "Where's my strike?" They gave him a strike,
right?
And I think they took the video down. I can't remember that part.
I mean, actually, by the way, Markiplier's response that I've been talking about was
trending.
on trending.
Yeah. And then they tweeted later on. Maybe there was some tweets in the middle saying, "Upon review." You were right. We don't want to go up this hill. I think they used the hill analogy. As saying, we don't want to go down this hill, blah, blah, blah. Your videos have been reinstated.
Very interesting. Okay.
That's Susan.
Yeah. No, legit though. Like,
probably.
They already reviewed it like twice.
Yeah.
Susan's come in and gone.
She gets a little phone call like, oh, we got these two low school YouTubers bothering us.
Yeah.
I took down their video though.
What is that?
I did a good job, didn't I?
Who's that? Who's that? Markiplier? Is what Markiplier's complaining? Yeah, it's Markiplier. Look, you
idiot.
You idiot. You do not... And what? And wait, who's the other one? Critical? You kidding me? Dude, put that video back up. We don't want the hassle, okay?
Try to sleep.
Just put it back up, man. I'm on holiday right now. I'm with my kids. Put the video back up.
Take it down
You didn't tell me it's critical? Dude. What are you playing? Like somebody fire this intern right here. Okay.
Is it the video I watched last night? You took that down?
What are you? It's critical, man. Like he's not gonna look. Okay, I know you got quotas to meet. Go find some. Go find some 10K sub. Go find some 10K sub who doesn't complain. You know. I don't want to hear about critical getting it. Dude, it's just. But it's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, well, should we move to the main event of the
main
of the
event.
episode? So we have Cody Ko and David Blaine. What do you want? What do you want to get hit with first?
We'll do David Blaine first.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Did you watch a lot of him like in the early days, like pre-YouTube?
I would say. I mean, yeah, I've watched some stuff of his on YouTube from like years ago.
Years ago, yeah.
And obviously, I've heard about some of his stunts before. I've never really sat down and like, I'm super interested in this. Like,
Of course, yeah.
there was that one where he was suspended above the Thames. I think it was the Thames. Yeah, it was. In a glass sphere for like days, and he had to wear diapers. And there was actually this was years ago, and there was a really funny prank at the time because he wasn't eating or anything. That was the whole point. Some people, as a prank, got a drone and hung a bag of McDonald's from it.
No way.
Yeah,
no way.
And like flew it around.
I would have subbed to that guy.
Flew it around the sphere. It was so funny.
Good.
It was so funny.
I don't know what title you'd give him. Like,
well, yeah, they call him magician, and he does do magic tricks. He at least he used to, like card tricks and stuff. But I would call him like a performance artist.
Yeah.
That's what I would call it.
Yeah.
But it's like like amazing feats of things. He holds his breath for 10 minutes.
Yeah. He bites glass and swallows it, or spits it out.
Yeah.
He brings a frog out his throat. He's elevated above ground. All this stuff. I used to see his stuff
in like the ice. He stays in ice for a week or whatever.
Yeah. He's definitely well practiced in his art.
Yeah, exactly, and that's it's all physical endurance.
Yeah,
like he pushes his body to the endurance limit.
Yeah.
So the big thing that happened in the last week on YouTube was it was actually a YouTube Premium themselves.
Yeah.
Actually produced it, right?
YouTube original,
yeah.
And he had like the trailers and the whole breakdown, and then it obviously was a live stream at the end.
Yeah.
And the whole idea
3-hour
was
live stream.
He was gonna ascend to 25,000 feet.
Yep. So using balloons, like in the
Yeah.
movie Up, like he didn't go up in a plane, like he floated up with balloons, just filled with I don't know whatever gas they use. I don't know. 25,000 feet. The temperature, it was down like minus 10 degrees Celsius.
Oh, yeah.
And there's obviously no air up there. So he's like doing these special breathing.
Techniques.
Then at some point, at 20,000 feet, he had to start taking oxygen. And then skydives down.
Yeah, parachutes to the bottom. He's got his daughter there at the start, rooting him on. Bit cringe.
No, oh my God,
but
David.
Cute.
I disagree so much.
The daughter.
It was not even the tiniest bit cringe. It was the cutest, sweetest
cute
thing
cringe?
ever. Okay, well, no, I'm not even gonna say it's.
I don't even want to go down this road either.
I know,
but that's how I
know
felt.
you're saying it was cringe, but I don't think. Okay,
it was beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
Thank you very much.
But my heart tensed a little bit when she spoke. But maybe that's me accepting the love.
You're
accepting the love.
You're no. You are.
Are you calling me a robot?
You're cold. Yeah, you're a robot. Yeah,
no.
She was so sweet.
She was.
So basically, yeah, he's going up and his daughter's there, and she's obviously all worried. She's like giving him a balloon that she's like attaching it to the thing with it. She's like, oh, I hope you're okay. Like, love you and all this. And I thought it was really heartwarming, but the whole thing was making me nervous, but like that was making me extra nervous.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, dude, what's gonna he's not like a pro skydiver or anything.
Yeah. He's just a guy who picks up a thing and is like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. And especially, so also, it was, like I said, 3-hour live stream hosted by...
Oh, yeah, Marcus Brownlee.
Which was, I was like, what?
So random.
What? Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of tech involved, I guess, but that's cool. I mean, Marquez is like... he's like the poster boy of YouTube, right?
Yeah. Clean cut. But
that
clean,
like
joke.
That's what they like.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
That was the joke, though. Like, if something went wrong, that's going to be Marquez's first.
I know, yeah. Like his first screw up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in every hundreds of videos, not one like hair out of place. And then he live stream a guy falling to his death. Do you think the YouTube would cancel him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wonder.
Like, sorry, dude. Marquez, you live streamed someone falling to their death. I'm sorry. You guys paid me to do it.
Yeah.
You told me to come here.
You said this would fix my YouTube Rewind Fortnite mistake.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It didn't. I'm the same boat as Will Smith.
Rewind, yeah. Oh, man.
It was all in all, it was a very good video. I think
Yeah,
you can
very
still
well
find
done.
the original, but he also has a highlights thing
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
The only thing I was gonna say is because it was a YouTube originals, there was all those jokes at the beginning, like, "Oh, this is pre-recorded."
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, in the chat.
Because if something
People were
went,
saying that, yeah.
Because I also thought if it went wrong, would YouTube even want this down to them?
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't.
I mean,
I don't
again, at the end of it was annoying actually that they didn't show how many views
Until it was over.
Once it's posted, like it's got a lot of views, but yeah, I mean, I guess they just like at the end of the day, there was a lot of safety measures, professionals.
Yeah, like I couldn't even complain if that was recorded and they live streamed the video after it was done because it's still the same effort to get up.
I mean, yes, but yeah, I mean, people say that in the chat, but they're just being dumb.
Yeah.
Just trolling. But yeah. So one of the things that also made me nervous was before going up there, David Blaine was like, he was like looking at the map on this laptop with one of the professionals helping him, and he's like, so what? He's like looking at the map. So what am I looking at here? So these are the mountains. You know, these mountains over there. So, okay, so where am I landing? Where am I? Am I landing over here? And he's like, no. You're landing in here in this big green highlighted place. Oh, okay, cool. So what should I be? Should I be like going towards the city? Like,
should I aim there?
That's where you're landing. You're going towards the city. You'll see
that guy had
a
an
big
amazing
city.
job.
Yeah, I know. Like he's obviously a professional.
Yeah, even during the whole thing with like just a reassurance on the mic.
I know. Yeah.
And like, okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Do your thing, but go over there.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, it made me worried, like those conversations.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's because he was nervous and
at that altitude,
it's all
as well.
happening and all that. But man, I got to. It was a really good event.
Yeah, it was good.
Like that.
There's a lot of failed YouTube like open area live streams, but that went well.
This was very professionally done, right?
Yeah.
There was a couple moments where the sound wasn't like super easy to hear.
But that's what Marquez was there for.
Yeah. It's like
actually,
this
no,
thing is a mess. Just bring Marquez in. He literally walks into the set
and
just
all
everything
of a sudden,
like
1080p.
Whoa, boom! Like whoa, what? Hey, oh my god! Suddenly the internet connection's perfect. Like 1080p,
5G on my
like
phone.
oh my god! Like everyone just boof upgrades to like the latest like handset.
Oh man, your Nokia turns into a Note 20.
Everyone's like boom on point. You know.
But
Everything
we
just comes
say
together.
that, but Marquez actually hasn't got good live streams in the past in terms of quality. Actually.
Oh yeah, we called that out before.
Yeah,
it's like Marquez, like
Dude.
if you're gonna do a live stream, you got to do it the best.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Linus Tech Tips, they do some prime quality live streams. You know, they got 2 cameras. They're switching between them. You know, prime. Okay, I mean we're slightly overrunning, but we got to talk about Cody Co. Okay, so I was introduced to this channel in the last week.
I was introduced to it today.
Today, right? And I've been binge watching. Okay, so Cody Co is like just hit 5 mil, like hit 5 mil recently, and when you look at him, I'd heard of him before. When you look at him, you think, okay, he's a vlogger. Yeah. And it's so funny, like you said the same thing. I thought he was a vlogger.
And I've seen like him come in my recommendations. I see the title. It's weird how I don't have to look at something and I already made up my mind. I was like,
I know.
I'm not going to watch this video.
Exactly. But yeah, so thought he was a vlogger because he's got the... Can I just say,
the look.
His hair...
Oh man,
it's perfect.
We watched
man.
the video where they were
so
reviewing
perfect.
a guy who was doing his hair for so long. But I was looking at Cody's hair, like, hey, your hair's perfect.
Yeah, but I mean, he probably doesn't spell that long. He's just got perfect hair, man.
Yeah, it's really
good genes. It's perfect. But yeah, so again, you look at him, hey, that's probably just a vlogger. But no, it's a reaction channel. So Cody Co, so he does reactions, but he also does, I don't know what genre to call it, but I would say a similar genre to like PewDiePie, where it's a bit eclectic, a few different things. So for example, he'll go on like 5-minute crafts and watch one of their videos and make all the stuff along with it. Or, he'll respond to, react to some cringe, or, so do some music, or like make some arts and crafts. He does like a bit of kind of everything, but it's always jokey. And I find him hilarious.
Yeah, his taste in humor, I like a lot.
Yeah. But my favorite videos are the ones where he does it with his kind of, I want to call it like partner, as in like co-host kind of thing, called Noel.
Yeah.
And they used to do these cringe videos. Just the two of them, completely unscripted, find a cringe video, react to it, make jokes.
Oh,
right?
Priceless.
Maybe
Priceless
throw in a song at the end themed on it. Like it's just hilarious. Such good viewing stuff, okay? But they don't do those anymore because they started their own podcast, just the two of them. And the podcast as well is like, it's a little slower, sure, but it is equally just... It
shows off their great
hilarious.
chemistry.
Yeah, it's the chemistry.
Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, I gotta say, like, I've been binge watching so many of those videos. But now as well, Cody, he does a bunch of stuff with his girlfriend called she's called Kennel. It's not Kennel.
Kennel wasn't good.
I want to say K.
You're not helping the situation. His girlfriend
his girlfriend, and she's really sweet as well, but also really funny, and they have a really good dynamic too. So they now do some cringe videos together.
I see.
And a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, very good channel, easy watching, very good. Just, I'm gonna binge this stuff. There's plenty more to watch.
That whole cringe playlist, I'm watching all of it by the end in the next 2 days.
Ooh, I mean, it's exactly what I did. I think I hit them numbers.
Hey, if you want to give your numbers to somebody, make sure they're worth it.
I'll give my number to Cody Co. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're giving my
number. Hair, man. Except, this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. I went back to one of his old videos and I was like, new hair? Dyed it blonde.
Before or like
like ages ago. Yeah. He dyed it blonde. And I was thinking, it kind of just seems like every big YouTuber's just got to go through this phase.
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy PewDiePie he always bringing back like the beard and everything, because that's when I thought he looked the best.
I agree with you. I agree.
I don't like clean shaven PewDiePie.
I agree. And PewDiePie with the blonde dyed hair, hate that.
Oh, you hate that?
I
hate my favorite.
That. Are you kidding me?
I think it suits him. Not that I like the look. I think it suits him.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, but okay, whether you like it or hate it, you're a YouTuber. You gotta dye your hair blonde.
You gotta try it.
You gotta dye your hair blonde.
It helps the thumbnail.
And yeah, I tell you, 100%. That's got to be part of it. It's like,
that's probably why I thought it was a vlogger.
Views going down a bit. I'm gonna hit that blonde.
Yeah.
Next video in the thumbnail, boom. You're gonna get more views. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Maybe don't even mention it.
Yeah. You always trust a blonde male.
Yeah. I'll tell you what you should do. Actually, if you really want to get on it, just film your videos as normal. Right. Get like a week ahead. Try and like film a week ahead of videos.
Yeah.
Then dye your hair blonde. Record a week's worth of videos whilst you're releasing the old ones with your normal hair. Okay. Yeah. Then put your hair back to normal. Okay. Then whenever the views get low, you've just got like got like 7 videos in the bag with the hair, and you don't mention it at all. So it's just like Monday normal, Tuesday normal, Wednesday boom. Thumbnail, blonde hair. Like, whoa. 20 mil views right there. 20 mil.
Oh, speaking of, he gets amazing
and then nothing.
views.
And then Thursday, boom, normal. But yeah, he does get very good views. Yeah. Obviously got like a very, strong following, but I like his style of humor. He's not like, I mean, he's childish, but only in a self-acknowledging kind of way,
yeah.
in a
Which
funny
is the way
way.
I like it.
Yeah. He's like witty. He makes good jokes,
Yeah.
and he's not dumb. He's not an idiot.
Yeah.
And also, I must say as well, Jake Paul doesn't agree, but his videos, even when reacting to like cringe stuff on other people's channels, they're not super negative. They're not super,
Condescending.
It's just kind of like, I think it's reasonably like positive. It's not.
It's not. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the concept.
Yeah.
Or blah blah blah. It's
exactly. It's like that. The way he described it was, I'm laughing because like that is just funny. I'm not trying to say you're a terrible, shitty person or you're like whatever. That is just funny.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
a good example
I'm not trying to get
is that cringe video with Dre Jaxler.
Dre
Drexler.
Dre Drexler. Yeah.
Who's a guy who just did a perfect morning routine, and he's just this guy in a perfect shape, perfect hair, does the minimal things in a day, gets his pills, goes to the gym, does his editing at a cafe, all that.
Exactly.
They're not making fun at the guy like you should just not make videos anymore. They're just making fun at how you're exploiting YouTube.
We're not trying to cancel this guy. It's just, look at the way this is filmed. Like this is like the showing of his abs every other scene.
Yeah.
It's just funny. And apparently that Dre Drexler guy actually tweeted or DM'd him after and said, "Yeah, this is actually pretty funny."
Exactly.
And that's
if
happened
I was
with
Dre
several
myself,
of the people.
I wouldn't like take offense. I'm like, I'm gonna take that guy down. Start a little. What did they used to do? Where you rap.
Oh, like a diss track.
Diss track,
Yeah,
like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna acknowledge.
Although to be fair, for something like that, putting out like a joke diss track would actually be hilarious.
Yeah, actually,
but like not obviously not serious.
And actually, you would probably lose because they're good at music.
Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. Well, I think that about wraps us up for episode number 91 of the Hit Pause podcast. Am I right?
91. Well wrapped up. You can follow us on iTunes podcasts. Follow us on your Android podcasting app, whichever one you so desire. This is a video podcast. I don't think I even mentioned that at the start, but we are videoing this episode. I mean, provided the video works and everything. Exactly.
This is
and
the
it hasn't stopped halfway.
The first time, but we'll see. And you can check that on our YouTube channel, Hit Pause Podcast. And thank you all for watching and listening. Email us hitpausepodcast@gmail.com. How many hours you watched? Not even kidding. I want to know. Thank you all for being here.
See ya.
Is this our sign off? The peace sign.
No. See you guys.
See you guys. I haven't seen a channel do that.
Yeah, it's been a while. Don't do that actually.
All right. Okay.
See you guys.